Hey everyone, Ivy League Gaming here, and today we're playing Eternal Evolution, and we have another new server popping, guys. You don't mind the fact that I've made quick accounts on these other ones. I was just checking stuff out. I was gonna start playing on server 33 right away, but then I was like, no, let me just stick to what I got. And then server 34 popped, and I'm like, alright, this is the time. But then I got a little overwhelmed. And I was like, you know what, no, I'm gonna wait until server 35. And here we are, a couple, 2-3 days later. Server 35 is here, so yeah, I'm like, you know what, this is the time, guys, this is the time. When you're watching this video, it might be on server 36 or 37 by now, and that's what I'm here to talk to you guys about. I'm here to talk to you guys about the benefits of starting on a new server. Start fresh. Don't do it like, if you watch my other video with beginner tips, my first tip is to do that, right? So I wanted to kind of elaborate, show off all the new stuff that happens on a new server in case you were like me and you started on the wrong server, an old server. If you started on an old server, then you're not going to benefit as much. I started on EU9 because my friend, well, my husband, Odd1 Gaming, he actually was on EU9, so I was like, oh, I want to join the server with him. But that's not the best course of action, so here we go, let's switch, let's start on a new server. This is also fun, guys, if you're the kind of person who likes to play multiple accounts, it's a really good chance for you to do so because it's an idle RPG. It's not like these crazy gacha games that you have to literally grind all day long, be in them all day long if you want to progress your account. This is an idle RPG. It's intended to be at a step away easily. It's intended to be able to do a bunch of grinding quickly, which is why this is so great. But this, at the same time, if you are someone who likes to spend some time in a game and dive deeper and really, you know, actually spend quite a few hours or something, you can. You definitely can. That's for sure, because as you take the time to progress your account, maybe you re-gear your champions, level up some gear, level up your champions, level up your prototypes. Maybe you are finally gonna push some of the Rift Fissure stuff and you've been waiting for that. Like, you can definitely spend some time working on your account and progressing. So don't get me wrong, guys. I'm not saying it is like a boom, 5 minutes in, 5 minutes out, you're done, now I'm bored, now what? It's not like that at all. But it can sort of be if you want it to, and that's why this is so great. So I'm going to take a pause here and I'm going to come back and I'm going to show you some of the wonderful benefits of starting on a new server, and we're going to talk about events, we're going to talk about saving your summons, your recruitment cards for those hero summons, save them for a special time, we're going to talk about why, and then I'm going to show off some of the awesome events that pop on this new server and what you should pay attention to. Alright, and as I progressed through some of the forced tutorial spots, I finally got to a point where I can pause and take a look at the grand ceremony. Now, this is something I noticed when I played around with the last server opening. So this is really, really clever. And because I started on an old server, I didn't even get to see this. So depending on where you are at the end of the event, which is 6 days long, you get special bonuses based on where you rank. It seems like your ranking is based on going against other players that have started around the same time of you or on the same server. Now, this is kind of crazy. Like, the server just opened today and someone has this many points. That means someone is wailing out, let's be honest. Or I just started late in the day, maybe, because I believe this game is Asian based, so maybe the start of the day was really early and I kind of missed out. But either way, no, it's day one, we have plenty of time to obtain points, and I mean, let's see, what's the top 100 looking like? Top 100 is looking like 8,000 points. Alright, no problem, we'll start grinding, right? Because here we go, obtain points. So you obtain points based on doing story instances. The more story you do, the more points you earn, and look how quickly you can earn points, guys. Once you clear each thing, you get those point bonuses. So basically in 6 days, you kind of want to have the goal of completing all of these events, right? Faction Abyss, what the heck? battle task or battle order tasks. That's the pretty much like a battle pass that we call that usually in some other games. Every game calls them a little different. This one's called battle order. I think in other I've seen magic pass, battle pass, or whatever game pass. All right. Spend diamonds. You get a point for each diamond you spend. So if you're cashing those in for lots of stamina refills, you can kind of do that as, ahead of time and collect some extra points along the way. Also, spend common recruitment cards. So summoning, you get a bonus. So I'm not going to do this for sake of advanced and limited, even though they're more points and that's going to be valuable in this part of the competition. I'm going to be saving those except for when my dailies actually require me to do them, or the events are like, do 5 advanced dailies. Okay, fine, I'll go use them manually, but I'm only gonna do the minimum. I'm gonna save as much as possible, and that's where we'll talk about why shortly. Spending elite runes, epic, mythic, first recharge. So guys, you could spend any amount in the game. It doesn't have to be crazy. And you get just 8,000 points instantly. Well, that's gonna happen for me, and I'll explain why there as well. But also there is this basic monthly pass and the advanced monthly pass. Those are really good value, I think. Now, I can't decide which one I want to do, but I'm probably going to do one of them. I wish I could do both, but that might be a bit of a stretch. I do want to stay low spend in this game. I don't ever want to go on a crazy spree of even $100 at a time. I don't want to do that. I just kind of want to stay as low spend as possible, you know, maybe buying like battle passes, the battle orders when they come out, and then maybe a monthly $5 or $10. Or the recharges we're going to do on the 30-day event, and I'll point those out too. So along the way, as you get points, you get these rewards. They give you limited recruitment cards and extra resources, more, and some summons. Here we go, more summons, I like it. And then boom, at the very end, if you actually get enough here, you get a free champion. So that's not so bad. It is Spider Artillery. So all the new champions we can get in the beginning are going to be helpful. Even if they're not great, they can at least be fodder for evolving up your other champions, right? Can't complain about free stuff, especially if you can do this just by grinding. Now, of course, you can also do it by not free. That's fair. It is what it is, but yeah, I really like that. So far I haven't had the other things pop up, but I want to show off the 30-day event when that pops up here too. But yeah, this is what, you know what, let's talk about this now. So, limited summons, guys. This is where I've received the advice in the game. There's actually some really good beginner guides. This is posted on their proper Discord server. It's actually also on their website. So let's pull up their website. Alright, here, I'm on their official website, guys. I wanted to point this out. They actually have a guide here. It looks like view more, they might have a bigger list. So there are some guides for doing some of the harder rift fissures, which I actually have a video on. Some of them, they start to get hard kind of fast, actually. And there's some silly things that if you don't realize you're missing something, it's gonna drive you crazy. So I'm gonna try my best to make guides on all of those. But Eternal Evolution Beginner's Guide. This is actually the same information that is posted in the Discord. So let me see if I can zoom in here. Let's zoom in so you could actually read what I'm talking about. So one thing that's really nice about this guide, besides the general walkthrough, which is super helpful, is they talk about the recruitment and waiting. So let me see if I can go down and find what I'm talking about here. So here's the big thing. With the server, there is a schedule of events for the first 5 weeks. After the 5 weeks are over, the server kind of enters a old server mode and the events are randomized. When talking events, I mean like the limited recruitment events. So different champions are going to be available as a guaranteed based on pulling those limited shards. So what everybody focuses on is this lovely week 3. Week 3 here, guys. Limited recruitment, Bailey Hudson SSS champ. as well as Taylor and Oak, which are also awesome champions. Taylor hits hard. He's like a sniper, and Oak is also a solid defender. So like it's a really good group of champions here in this 1 week. But really you want that guaranteed Bailey Hudson when you summon was at 60. But besides the fact of a guaranteed Bailey Hudson, there's a duplicate data chips for limited recruitment. So that's one thing I noticed, is that chips are kind of expensive. It seems like to get the SS's, you gotta kind of pay like double the chips, which makes sense. They're SSS champions. And then, yeah, there's a military expansion thing as well. So, and Galactic Treasure, main daily, Bailey Hudson. So that's interesting. I'm not main reward, sorry, Bailey Hudson for Galactic Treasure. I do remember seeing this, and these events are nice. So let me actually kind of show you what I'm talking about here. So here, right now is Luke. Luke is awesome. You definitely want a Luke, but you really can't afford the resources of grinding too hard on multiple SSS champions. So what you want to do, you want to wait until that week 3 hits, guys. Wait until week 3, get the Bailey, because it's expensive otherwise, for one. Trying, like, saving your resources wise to try to, like I said, to do multiple characters. And if you wasted a bunch of your resources now, you might not be able to afford them later. So here, let me show you. There's a data chip shop. Every time you summon with limited recruitment cards, you actually get these chips, and then you could cash in to get extra duplicates of these champions. So you kind of want to focus hard on one champion, unless you're going to be a big spender, or at least I'd say mid-high spender. If you're going to be free-to-play or low spend, you don't want to focus multiple champions. If you plan to spend a little and you don't mind, go for it. Get your Luke right away. Honestly, if you are someone who doesn't mind spending a bit and having some fun and can afford to do so, get a Luke right away, and then get your Bailey Hudson later too, because it's going to be worth it. Both are amazing characters. He does huge AoE damage, which is awesome for making your story progression faster, right? It's story you kind of hit some roadblocks, and having someone that can smack on an AoE, that's really, really helpful. But you kind of want to wait until we get Bailey Hudson week 3. And let me actually show you, let's see. Let's go back to here. Let me go back. I forgot to show you the description of that. Let's go. So I'm going to read straight from this so you guys can see I'm not just making it up. This is an experienced player's honest opinion and advice, and it was so good that they even put it on their actual main website. So gotta trust it, right? Gotta trust it. I hope that they work. The only trouble is this might get a little bit outdated, guys, because this was from a spreadsheet. But don't forget now that there are new healers, support. There's the new champion who's really good, top tier support. So if you got the new champion, or you're tested around with them, and like I played with them on Rift Fissure, loved them. They're not on this list because this is an old list. I'm not quite sure exactly when this is posted, but you could see on their Discord. All right, let's scroll down. They have so many good information here, and here's recruitments. Here we go. Here is what I'm talking about. Recruitments, guys. It's a good idea to save any limited tickets until you get to week 3. Here you can get one of the best SSS heroes with Bailey Hudson and double data chips for every recruitment. With 80 data chips, a gene hybrid can be bought every week. It's important for leveling SSS heroes. This makes sense to try to evolve Bailey Hudson to Immortal. If you invest in the limited tickets here, you also have a good chance of getting some copies of Taylor and Oak, so you don't want to take Hercules at the Bosmina event. If you don't want to take Hercules at the Bosmina event, you're almost in better hands with Oak. There's a ton of other tips here, guys. I'll make sure I just leave it at that for now. We want to see some more gameplay. But yeah, that is what I'm talking about. That is the direct information here with the limited. And this is what we're talking about with gene hybrids. So when evolving heroes, a gene hybrid can serve as the same for any elite hero card. So these apparently are going to be very useful for dupes, because getting dupes of certain characters is going to be really hard, especially of people that are SSS quality. So we're going to need those to get those ranked up higher. You know, the way that this works, you need dupes of everything, don't you? Alright, and here we are. This is actually something I wanted to show. I really like this extra feature of getting a very cheap champion, I guess you could say. You do get Serena for free eventually with the daily logins with those fragments, but they actually give you a lot of opportunities to spend just a little and get a bonus one. So I'm gonna show you what I'm talking about there. But I love these videos. I love that they show the gameplay. So what we're gonna do here, well, we're gonna top up, but we're actually, when you see this pop up, here's a tip, guys. You see this recharge pack pop up? Wait until you see the 30-day events before you purchase anything with the recharge. I'm gonna show you why, alright? I'm gonna show you why. But now you can see my set sail Bosmina event has popped. So if you can actually push through here, guys, and make sure you don't forget any of these by the end of this. Now, these reset. I love this. I did this on my other server as well. Once it got through the day 8, it did it again. So it actually gave me another chance to it continued at higher levels of gameplay and requesting higher stages. So I really liked that they did that. But don't skip stuff. At the end here, you have the opportunity to pick one of the following heroes, which are really good champions. See, I love the animations, guys. I love the graphics here. We've got Hercules. We've got Oak. If you kind of figure out which one you really want to max out first out of all of these, that would probably be your best bet. So, you know, getting to the highest levels, you know, Mythic, Legendary, Immortal, you're gonna need dupes of everything. So if you can try to pick someone that you actually want a dupe of, it's not a bad idea. Or like the other thing said, if you know that you're gonna be able to get more of Oak, maybe you grab Hercules, or I think I got the bear as part of rewards at some point. Oh, no, that was a limited event. But yeah, maybe grab Hercules this time and then Oak later, so you at least have people from different factions. That way you can have different tanks depending on what you're working on. I actually wanted to cut in here because one thing I really like about this game, when you start fresh, like I'm doing right now in a new server, you get a brand new battle pass. This says resets in 29 days behind me, you can't see it. But most games I've played, if there's a battle pass going on, when you join, you're kind of screwed. If you join in the middle of or the end of a battle pass, it'll be like 9 days left to go, and you're kind of like, well, it's not really worth buying. But if you actually start with a new server, you actually can try to time it better. With how often they're popping out new servers, guys, if you just started, trust my advice. Keep looking for when a new server's popping. Check every day when you go to log in. Before you log in, check to see if there's a new server. If there is, do it. It's worth it if you started late on any of these servers. Because this is so nice. Fresh start. This is the time to unlock premium, right? This is the time. Because that is going to allow you to get these extra dupes and all these other resources along the way, which is really nice to get all these gear advancements and these these are basic, right? Recruitment cards, basic recruitment cards. Materials used in basic and novice recruitment. Yeah, novice, I forgot that's the other word. Here we go. But there's a ton of resources here that you can get that I think is worth 15 bucks, honestly. Getting a bunch of him early on. Omar's pretty solid for the early game. He's gonna fall off a little bit later on, especially if you get better heroes like Luke. But in the early game, he's going to be solid for your progression. So he's absolutely worth trying to get. And if you feel like spending a little, it's worth getting the premium package. Alright guys, and one of the other things I wanted to talk about for starting on a new server, or just starting out in general, or well, good advice overall, let's be honest, is to make sure you do your wasteland every day. I did mention this in my collab with Odd One. It's just so useful for resources that try to do it every time it resets. I mean, you can only do it once every X amount of time, which I think is a good thing so people can't just overly grind and whale out in the sense with their resources too much. but it's so easy to do these battles. And one thing you'll notice as you get further in, you'll be able to actually auto click them. So it's right now you don't see it, but there will be the button under this 2 times to skip to the end. So that becomes so helpful. Once you've done the wasteland a bit during your grinding, you unlock that as a feature too. It might be one of those that's part of like the military ranking, I'm not sure, but once you get there, it's even faster. So just doing this super quickly every single day is totally worth it. Totally worth it. And it really doesn't take long. You can always try to find the path of least resistance to just get your resources plus get to the end. You do not need to do every single battle. Alright guys, this is the end here, but before we get into some testing of promo codes, what I wanted to actually do was take the time to talk about something really quick but important. So you guys knew I was waiting on the 30-day login to pop up. That pops up on day 2. But along with that, you guys can tell by my accent here, I'm American. I had an American Gmail account, American Google Play Store. I had to get given an APK file. I'm assuming that was European, I don't even know. But at the end of the day, my Google Play account and anything linked was through the US. I tried linking a European credit card. It didn't work. It still said unavailable. So it knew. So I just wanted to give some quick advice, guys. If you're like me and you're trying to play this game because it's awesome, and you're in Europe, or not, sorry, you're not in Europe. You're not in Europe, or a place where this is actually available. Number 1, when you create your account, make a fake, or make a new, not a fake, make a new Gmail account. Pretend you're in the UK. Use a VPN. Switch that when you use like BlueStacks or your phone or anything. Switch your Google Play Store to that for the download. Go to like apkcombo.com. Put in Eternal Evolution, but make sure you do that with the country switched. I was able to find the UK. All right, that was fine. That worked out. I think it had some areas, but it didn't have Romania where I actually am. But that's okay. I just needed Europe, anywhere in Europe, just pick Europe. And then download the APK file from Europe, not from America. So even though all of my stuff defaults into the US, so I was confused, and now I figured out why. The APK file was the US, so I had to re-log in with, I had to recreate another account all over again. After the video you guys just watched, well, I made another account afterward, unfortunately. But it's okay, we'll catch up. But it worked. I was able to make a European email connected to, which was my European Google Play Store, and I used a European APK, and now I'm okay. Now I can make purchases, but I do have a credit card that is linked in Europe for my address, so that might be part of it, guys. It's just a little bit of a warning. You might have to be delayed a bit until people are or until the game is actually available in America fully for payments. If you're having issues, I'm guessing just wait till then, honestly. But at least to pay, to spend money. I just wanted to spend $1, guys. I just wanted to spend $1. But we're here, I'm so excited. So what I did was I actually charged up. I popped in here for the 30-day login. I got my 30 frags for Serena, and then I clicked again. I went and did a payment for $1, and then I got 30 more frags for Serena. So now I already have 2 Serenas at the very start. This is such a good start, because not only did I get the one from the frags, I got the one from the special little recharge any amount at the top here. So that's just a really nice thing to start off with at the beginning of starting an account. I love it. It's so good. The only bummer is because I'm so bummed. I keep grinding these accounts really hard and then having to switch again, but we're finally good. I think we're finally good. So now I have to go through and kind of redo everything I did yesterday, and I feel I'm like a whole day behind my friends. It's fine, which is a lot in these kind of things. Damn it, it is. But luckily this is an idle RPG, so there's not as much to do, so I should be able to catch up. But The fun part is also I haven't put in all my codes yet, so I want to do that live with you guys and show you guys all of the active codes. There's so many active codes, at least at my point of making this video, so hopefully there's still some available for you and you can take advantage. There's a lot. They're always popping up on the social medias and the Discords and all sorts of stuff, so I'm actually really excited now. Really excited now. Because I can actually play properly. So I'm gonna grind hard, I'm gonna have some fun, and yeah, oh, let me show you guys. So I just played on this account for a while and was showing you guys a bunch of stuff, but I did get the different heroes. I love it, actually. This is actually making me happy because the first account I was playing on for the start of checking out the game was, which I did the old server mistake, was totally different characters. Now I have new people to play with, so yay. Now I have Oisa instead of cute. And now I have Murfiro instead of Orn, I guess. So that's pretty cool that I actually got some different characters to play with this time around. So I'm gonna keep playing. I'm gonna have fun with this. I'm excited. I got my Serenas. I paid. We're rolling. Every time that we have a login for this 30-day with Serena Fragments, I'm gonna top up for $1. And then I'm debating I'll probably buy the battle order as well. So I plan to be low spend for here on out, guys. Just so you know, I'm not gonna whale out. I don't think there's be anything that would make me spend higher amounts all at once, honestly. I really just want to enjoy the game and play lightly and play from the perspective of a free-to-play or low-spend person, right? I want to try to, chill. So what we're going to do here is we're actually going to quickly go for gift codes. There's so many gift codes active right now. I have them all listed in my Discord. My friend Adam, who I got playing this as well, he took the time to actually check to see which ones are still valid. So let's do it all, guys. Official website gift. Confirm. Website hero card. I think that the text, the app capitals and stuff matters. Website free gift. So there's been lots of stuff on the website which I referenced a little bit as well, so make sure you guys check out their official website. There's some older codes, unfortunately, that have expired from Discord promos, so I'm gonna skip those. EE Instant Gift, EE Insta Gift. That one works still. Review Event 616. Expired. Oh, that one's expired. Okay, this is the ones I gave guys in my older video. These ones are a little bit longer and funky, but they should still work fine. Perfect. Oops, let's put the E in there. Boom. There we go. Ooh, look at that juicy one. I like it. And now there's a new one for Facebook, guys. This is a new code that you might not have known. Facebook 9,000 followers. 10 summons. Alright, guys. So check out all the codes. I'll list them again here. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. I hope you can enjoy all the fun of starting a new account along with me. If you were debating doing the same, join me. We have a Claw clan as well. CLAW, capital letters. Join our clan. Feel free to also add me as a friend. I'll put up my code in maybe the description so you guys can easily add me as a friend. Actually, why don't I just do that now? I will also put myself here. So my past video where I was like, add me as a friend, ignore that. This is the only account I'm playing now. 531223. Add me as a friend, guys. I need friends. Yay, friends. Alright. Hope you guys enjoyed this video and some of the tips I gave along the way. And yeah, I'm gonna continue playing after this little spat of trying out the game, and we're fresh on a new server, so yay, new account.
Eternal Evolution. Play now for free.